Okay, let's take a look at the graphs for monopolistic competition. First of all, we'll notice the graph on the left. The graph on the left shows a short-run situation for monopolistic competition. Remember, monopolistic competition has characteristics of both monopoly and perfect competition. One such situation is that it can earn profits in the short run, similar to a perfectly competitive firm and a monopoly. The main difference between it and a perfectly competitive firm is it has a demand curve above the marginal revenue curve like a monopoly does. So what we get is we produce at MR equals MC, right there, as always. We drop the quantity down, quantity perfectly competitive firm. We take it up to the demand curve and across to get our price for a perfectly competitive firm. And since at that point we are above ATC, we are currently earning a profit in this monopolistically competitive firm. There is a little bit of deadweight loss, similar to monopoly. The demand and marginal revenue curves are more horizontal because they're more elastic, similar to perfect competition. But the key thing is here, at least initially, we are earning a profit. What happens? Well, since there are not that many barriers to entry, similar to perfectly competitive firms, other firms are going to enter the industry and try to take away that profit. Now, unlike perfect competition, the line that is going to change on our graph is our demand curve is going to shift to the left. And in this case, our demand curve has shifted to the left in the long run. All right, and in the long run, the reason the demand curve is what shifts is because we now have more competitors offering substitutes. Remember, monopolistically competitive firms use differentiated products. All right, so if there's profits, new firms will come out and they will offer something that's slightly different but similar. So if Little Caesars is making too much profit, then Domino's will come out with its new version of a deep dish pizza or something like that. All right, and that will cause the demand, which was allowing you to temporarily earn a profit, to shift to the left to where the firm is operating at break even, which is the point where demand is equal to ATC. That means that price or demand minus ATC is equal to 0. They are breaking even. They're covering their explicit costs, they're covering their implicit costs. Are they efficient? Not exactly. Since they are similar to monopoly in that they have a demand curve and a marginal revenue curve, there's this tiny bit of inefficiency. It's not nearly as big as the deadweight loss we saw in monopoly or even when this firm was earning a profit. This tiny little space right there that you can barely see, that is called excess capacity. So a monopolistically competitive firm operates with excess capacity. They could produce more output. They don't, but they are producing at break even. Their average total cost is equal to their demand curve. So they are covering all their costs. It's just that they're slightly inefficient in the fact that they have some excess capacity. So in the short run, monopolistically competitive firm can earn a profit. In the long run, it breaks even and has some excess capacity. Okay, bye.